Alright everybody, a little bit different tonight, not the usual DG up here in the booth, but we've got the Pizza Boy, which some might argue is better, some might argue it's worse, but we're going to take the hand that was dealt. We're going to have a good night here at Dover. 155 laps, got 5 sets of tires, 4 in the pits. Currently in practice, no surprise, Wesley Parker out front with a 23.61. Hayden Lulls in second, and it is Travis Martin, Lucas Hoitzma, Michael Edwards rounds out the top 5. As we see Harry there making some contact with the inside wall. Let's go on here and check out Trenton. Started this a little bit early. For some reason it wouldn't let me schedule the stream so we could get the link out. So I want to take a little bit of time here to be able to share the stream in Discord and everybody get it out to who they need to. So if I'm a little quiet right here, that's what I'm working on. Post it in here. But we are on board here with Trenton. Trenton trying to find a little bit of time. So we see Papa Sneed in here cheering for Trenton. We've got him on screen right now. See how he's doing in that car. He looks calm, cool, and collected like the usual Trenton Sneed. His teammate, well, pretty much teammate, as their driver's upside down in 3 and 4 right there. That's nice. Let's see who else is on the track. We've got Dave and Michael down there. Those are the 2 drivers having fun. Other than that, Travis Martin there out on track trying to see if he can find that .06 that he needs to pick up to take the spot. Jake Lawrence, who's ready to die tonight. Well, my decision to die, thankfully was taken away. I don't have to worry about running this track, so I'm excited. Should be a good one to watch. The setup felt like it was a lot of fun in practice before I was asked to broadcast. So we should hopefully see a good race tonight between everybody here. Trent Sneed and Hayden still side by side here. Practice did get started a little late, so we've got about 10 minutes left in practice here. If I had paid attention to that, I probably would have went 10 minutes to go in practice, not 10 minutes till 9. But hey, here we are. Scott in chat, how are you, Scott? Travis Martin has called it a run there. See if anybody else is out on track. Dave's back out on track. Gonna try and pick up currently 17th on the board, about a half second off. Just had a lot of unfortunate luck here. We didn't have a great night together in ARCA last night. Got separated from the main pack and did the best that we could, but I don't believe either one of us finished that race. So it was a rough Talladega for me and old Dave here, but he slightly makes contact with the wall right there, getting down into 1. Looks like he's got a good line. Through 1 and 2 here. Heads down the backstretch into turn 3. Scott, definitely got to post that in Discord somewhere where I can see it later. Adam, absolutely. C2X for the win. DG is a great unbiased broadcaster. I am not that. I am biased to my team. But we'll do our best to not make that so annoyingly obvious. See who else is on track right now. Matt Banky rolling off pit road here. Mama Sneed out here cheering for Trenton. See what old Trenton's doing here if he's on track. Nope, currently just sitting on pit road. Not even in the car. He's went out to go get himself a hot dog and a soda. Banky running a sun drop scheme or fire suit. I like it. They do have action going on up in North Wilkesboro if it wasn't raining. I believe they've been under a weather delay since 5 o'clock today. I think they went live at like 4:40. So it's been a rough first day to the return of North Wilkesboro. Might make contact with the wall. Yep. Make some unfortunate contact with the wall. 15 and Jeremy Shear out here. I don't think I'm gonna mess up any names, but it wouldn't be me broadcasting if I didn't make a few mistakes. So if I do pronounce it wrong, let me know and I will fix it. Cliff Mullins out on track. He is part of the C2X brigade, but not having a good night tonight. Struggling to find some speeds. This is probably one of his least favorite tracks. So hopefully here late in practice, got about 8 minutes left here. He might be able to find something here. I know with Hayden and Trenton in chat, they are probably helping him with everything they can. That's one of the good things about being on a team is, you know, whenever you're struggling, your teammates aren't, they can kind of help you find a 10th. They might not make you top 5 fastest, but they'll get you a 10th or 2. Just Trenton's back out on track. On the high side, he's working on a standing scheme, like a lap right here. Right along the good scam. Bit of a blink there from Trent. Not gonna work in the race, Trenton. Go back out here. JR deal out on track in that Little Caesars pizza scheme. It's looking good. Makes me want some Little Caesars now. We'll sit here and we're gonna do our first forced interview for Trenton here. Hello, Trenton.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Great. I forced you up here because you've got one driver out here. Kind of just need somebody to help fill time with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Stream up?
Swiss is out of town at the moment. That is the only information that I was given, and I was asked to broadcast for Swiss. He will also not be here Thursday night for the truck race, and I will be broadcasting that, possibly with Trenton, maybe not. So it'll either be just me, or we will have both me and Trenton in the booth for Thursday night as well.
I was supposed to do Thursday, but I'm going to be in Jackson, Mississippi again.
Also, with Trenton in here, you can kind of hear other drivers, and I might have to make other people a little bit louder. How's my mic audio? We kind of threw this together really quickly, so kind of relying on some feedback. Did you say you've got to go to the restroom?
I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Also, my VR is stuttering pretty bad for no reason. That's going to be a concern moving forward.
Well, hopefully it clears up. We'll look at Wesley Parker. He is your fastest driver with 4 minutes left in practice here. He's man, he's been pretty fast every time he shows up. So definitely going to be one to watch here. Going to be a tough competitor to beat. See Coach Mullins right there. All right. All right, Jake, let me get a car on track and see if that is better. I have adjusted the audio. I might have to keep doing it. Like I said, just kind of working on stuff. I know I'm going to have to talk a little bit louder whenever we get on these nose cams or the gearbox cams. But, yeah, just kind of let me know if this is good or if I need to adjust it just a little bit more. And if I'm too loud, I can change that as well. Matt Banky and Cliff Mullins appear to be the only two out on track at the moment. Cliff Mullins getting down into turn 1 here.
That's qualifying started.
Nope, you have 2 minutes left in practice there, Trenton. Thank you, Jake.
You don't see chat in OBS is nice, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I also have it pulled up on my phone just for safety if I have to throw something up and block out the chat.
Well, this Trend Technologies Camaro is slow.
You're top 10.
Uh-huh.
I know that's not great for you.
Middle of the field, mid-pack.
Hey, you know, sometimes it's not about how fast you can go from the start, and you know that just as well as anybody, because we both find a way to not have very much speed, and we find ourselves in the thick of it.
Not anymore. You maybe, but for me, it's the longest season of my life.
Yeah, you'll have that, unfortunately, but hopefully next season will be better. We can find some speed. I'd like to find some speed.
What do you mean? You're within pissing distance of a championship.
I think I've actually got it unlocked, but I'm talking about for Xfinity and ARCA.
Well, that's more than what I got.
The one time you showed up in Street Stocks, you beat me, though, so... the other time you got wrecked. So I'm not counting it. That. You've raced 3?
Time after that. I think I've raced 4.
I thought you've only raced 2.
And I finished 1 facing the right direction, I think. The rest was wrecked.
Well, if you don't wreck, you win.
Doubt it.
So we've got about 26 seconds. Trenton, anything you want to say before I throw you back in chat? Your mom and dad are in here.
Tropical Coconut body armor is probably the best player.
Tropical Coconut. is the best. You know, your dad actually had a really great, I'm going to tell you this and I'm going to send you back. Your dad said wreck everybody and be the last one running.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, man, we love Papa Steve. All right, buddy, good luck in qualifying.
Love you, Dad. Love you, Mom. Good luck, Andrew. Have fun.
I'm going to do my best. That was the 81 of Trenton Sneed right here. As we roll into qualifying here, we'll see who's the first out on track. Looks like Parker is the first one. Hayden Lowell is going to be the first one to roll out onto the track. So I will be a little rusty with these camera transitions, so once again I do apologize about that. Gonna do the best that I can to make it as smooth as possible and have a great race here. As Trenton spins it onto pit road, or off of pit road. I didn't see that, and neither did the viewers. Everybody look away. We have Hayden here coming to start or complete his first lap. Going to use the first lap as a little bit of a burner here. Lucas just starting his, so we'll come here and we'll see. Ian Montrose, the first one with a time lap, ran a 24.06. We have Travis Martin, Hayden Lowell, Ethan Evers jumps to second. Let's see what Lucas Hoitzman can do here. He's on his first lap. Should be coming off of turn number 4 right here. Turn number 4 onto the front stretch. Lucas Hoitzman jumps to the pole by 2/10 over Ian Montrose. Travis Martin on his second lap beats Lucas, and Hayden beats Lucas as well on his second lap. We'll see what Lucas can do here. Through 3 and 4. Wesley Parker on his first lap is 4th. Lucas off of 4 gets a little bit loose, keeps it under him. His lap time will be just a little bit faster, but he is going to stay in second, or third, my apologies. Here is Wesley Parker off of turn number 4 on his second lap here. And Wesley Parker will jump the pole over Travis Martin. That'll push Travis to second, Hayden to third, Lucas Hoitzman to 4th. Michael Christopher on his first lap makes a nice lap there, puts him in 5th place. Ooh. Contact there, that's going to end his qualifying run. Trenton on his second lap here, coming to the line. It's a good run off of 4, we'll see where it puts him. Trenton Sneed jumps up to 5th place. Matt Banky rolling out of pit road here. Jeremy Shear out here, starting his first lap. Hayden, we don't have to talk about that thumbnail. Let me rephrase that. I'm not going to talk about that thumbnail. So, Matt Banky out here. Apologize. I think I had Shearers at first. He was done. Matt Banky out here, one of the only drivers on track. So he blinks right here before the start-finish line. Don't believe that counted him, since he blinked, or he might have made contact with the wall. He gets down through 3 and 4. Gets a pretty good line on the exit to 4 here. See if he can have a good lap here. On his lap, that's going to put him 11th, just outside of the top 10. And yeah, I think that's going to do it. Let's see if Wesley Parker's here in Discord. He is. We'll go ahead and quickly interview him here. Hey Wesley, it's Pizza Boy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Wait, who are you again?
Pizza Boy. I'm broadcasting or not.
Hello, hello.
You
I
can
know, I'm
just call
just
me
joking
bitch.
with you. Hello, though.
How are you, man? That was a nice lap you put down right there.
Was it fast?
It's faster than I could do. I mean, I ran practice before the race today, and I couldn't even get into the 23s, and you're in the mid 23s, so that's pretty dadgum good for me.
Hey, I'll take it. I mean, I'm happy. Hey, we're on the pole. I feel like it's been a while we've been on the pole, but I might be wrong, maybe. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
We got the first pit stall. You know, we had first choice,
All right,
and
dudes. Thanks for
we're
coming
gonna go
to
out here and
Dover
hopefully
tonight.
win
Should
this
be a
race,
good race.
maybe.
We got 155
Absolutely, buddy. All right,
laps.
man. Well, congratulations on the
Halfway
pole, and good
points
luck to you
being
tonight.
given out at the end of
Thank
lap
you. Can you
78.
order me a
As
pizza while you're
always,
out there?
the start
You
is gonna
know,
be on
you kind of have to
green.
talk to
All
my boss,
restarts
Trenton.
thereafter will be on the leader after the
Go
pace
through that
car
whole
goes
process.
in. Leader has
All
one
right,
choice.
I'll message him right now.
All right, I appreciate it.
Don't know
Have a good
Thank
one,
you.
buddy.
anything else to say. Love your
That was
faces.
your
Stay
pole
back.
sitter, Wesley Parkers. We'll go back up here really quickly before we get into the lineup. I want to quickly show the points. So currently we did just have the round of 12 in. So the 4 drivers eliminated were Ethan Evers, I was eliminated, Ian Montrose, and Dustin Franklin. So right now your top 8 moving into tonight is Trenton Sneed, Travis Martin, Michael Edwards, Mike Christopher, Harry Grindell, Wesley Parker, Lucas Hoitzma, and Hayden Lowell. This is the first round of race of the round of 8. So we're gonna see who's on the cutting board and who can lock themselves into the next round real quick. So as we get through with that, we will load up here our Labor 12. It does not appear to be working, the music. That is unfortunate. But on pole is going to be Wesley Parker. Wesley Parker will be on pole. Then it will be Travis Martin, Hayden Lowell, Lucas Hoitzma. 5th is going to be the 14 of Michael Edwards. Then it will be the 81 of Trenton Sneed. Then it will be the 88 of Michael Christopher. 8th is going to be the 15 of Jeremy Shear. 9th is going to be Ethan Evers. 10th is going to be Ian Montrose. 11th will be Matt Banky. And it will be Jake Lawrence, Harry Grindell, Cliff Mullins, Jeff Price, Dave Hoitzma, Daniel Llewellyn, J.R. Deal, and rounding out the field tonight will be the... Oh, he didn't even grid, so we will go back up front. As the pace car is off.
Green flag, stand on that loud pedal.
We are underway here from Dover. Wesley Parker out to a nice lead here. He's got about a car length gap over that 63 machine. He closes it up real tight.
I'm
Travis
sorry,
Martin.
Jake. 35, check me out.
Yellow's out.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
And that
Yeah,
is
that was
4
on the-
cars junked up early. Back this up. See what happened here.
I'm sorry, Jake.
A net code and a mile of it. That is super unfortunate for a lot of these guys here in the back.
I'm sorry, Jake. 35, check me out.
And it catches Jake Lawrence. Dave Hoitzman
Okay.
nowhere to go. I want to take on board here with J.R. Deal here. As he's able to squeak by this. It was a nice job by him and everybody else, but unfortunate for these guys early to be caught up in wrecks. These guys are going to have to burn their fast repairs, and it is not going to be a fun night. They're going to have to race pretty defensively for the rest of the race. Cliff Mullins looked like he might have got a little bit of rear end damage riding along with Jake Lawrence here down pit road. So we'll go back up front. Trenton, if you're listening, the music did not work, so we will have to fix that for Thursday. But for Labor 12. If you are into rock and a little bit harder style of music, they are an incredible band that both me, Trenton, and a lot of these guys here in the field enjoy listening to. So check them out on YouTube, Spotify, I believe Apple as well. So anywhere you can get music, I'm sure you can find them. Look here really quickly, Lucas Hoytsma currently running in 4th place. Check back here for the gang I know that's watching. Trent Sneed currently up to 8th from his, or down to 8th from a 6th place start, but got 155 laps for everybody just tuning in here. Got 5 sets of tires. You have 4 in the pits. So, should be pretty interesting. But 155 laps, this race is definitely going to come down to strategy and playing your cards at the right time here. As lights are out on the pace car, so we will be going green this time. Field double files up here. I think these guys, I mean, along with that being netcode, I think everybody was giving a lot of room. But I think you might see for a handful of laps, these guys give even more room than they were. So we will see what happens here. Wesley Parker on the front row, Travis Martin to his outside. Second row is going to be Lucas Hoytsma and Hayden Lull. They've been pretty much the 4 dominant cars here this season, especially Wesley since he showed up. Lucas and Hayden have been duking it out for this championship, and as we go back green, we're going to see who can get the advantage in
Green
tonight.
flag, 4.
Green flag back in the air. Wesley with a great start. Looks like the 14 or the 26 might have not got a great start right there. It's going to have him, looked like the 15 was thinking about it, but decided to get back in line as they're 2 wide off turn number 2 here. It looks like there's a battle for 3rd here between Hayden and Travis Martin. He's going to clear Travis for 2nd place. See if he can do anything to catch up to that 22 machine. Zoom out a little bit here. We'll come back, see if we've got anything going on. Ian Montrose working his way around the 37 machine of Cliff Mullins. Good run on Jeff Price right there. Jump back up front here to the lead. Wesley Parker kind of making that gap. Hover right around that 2/10 range. Looks like Hayden gets in just a little bit better than him, but looks like Wesley can get off the corner just a little bit better. On this 26 machine. Still doing pretty good. Ooh, contact made up here between either the 88 or the 70. Side by side here between Mike Chris and Trenton Sneed. Trenton's gonna clear him coming off the corner. Harry loose underneath the 88 machine. Gonna work his way on around him as well. Must have got tight, had the lift right there. Might have been some contact from the 26. Harry's staying on the inside here. No room for him to really slide back up into that outside lane, but also knowing Harry, he wants to go forward. He doesn't want to just ride around. Gets a little loose there. Like Chris not giving up the position. Harry finally clears the spot. He takes it. We'll see what he can do. We'll jump back up front now that that's kind of ironed out. Here at 2nd, Travis Martin staying right there with Hayden. You got to think if Travis or if maybe even Lucas is just kind of trying to save tires here. There's multiple approaches to all these races. You can push it with everything that you've got, or you can spend the first run kind of just figuring out what it does over a long run. Because I know at least for me, it's a pain to sit there and practice and run multi tire stems. It just kind of gets boring. It's completely different in a race. There's a lot more information to be learned once that green flag falls. At least for me. We'll come back here to where the party's been all race. Around this 70 and 26 machine. Looks like everybody's kind of getting a little bit spread out. Go back up here. Right on along with old Ghost Man here. Looks like this car's a little bit tight there, having to whip it right there. Looks like Lucas Hoisman's starting to close that gap just a little bit. Up here, Wesley Parker, his lead has stayed around that 2/10 mark. Hayden's kind of closing it in right now, got it down to about a 10th now. Might be seeing this tire wear start to come into play. We are 16 laps into this race, so some drivers may not have ran 16 consecutive laps in practice, and we could be seeing this tire wear start to make a pretty big factor here. See if Hayden pushes the issue or if he's just going to wait for Wesley to make a mistake. I promise you he's trying everything he can as he gets right there to his rear bumper. He gets through the center of the corner just a little bit better at this point in the run.
Just take it, Dave.
Right there. Ready just in case Wesley makes a mistake here. He's right on his bumper. Guys have always been fast here, putting it on display tonight. This has really just been a 4-car breakaway. After Lucas, there's about a second gap back to Michael, and then about another second gap from Michael to Trenton. Dave Voigt's possibly voicing some displeasure.
Lucas, why are you stealing your dad's stuff?
It's a little bit hard to kind of hear these guys talking, but we'll go ahead and apologize for any irritated drivers that we get tonight. It does look like this battle right here is going to be heating up as Harry does get by Trenton Sneed. Mike Chris going to follow Harry down to the inside. Going to be side by side with Trenton Sneed. Mike Chris sliding up ever so slightly. Might hurt his center, but it looks like he's going to get a good run off. Trenton makes slight contact with that 26 machine. Getting down into the corner, trying to get an entry. He's going to lose 3 positions right here in this lap. This is, he's not going to be a happy camper right there, but these guys get it kind of settled out here. So we'll jump back up front here to Travis Martin. If I remember correctly, Trenton did a fuel run. For anybody listening, Trent's probably going to be mad at me for saying this, but I think the fuel number was around 40 laps. I think it was somewhere in the nature of 40 to 42 laps. So we're about halfway through this first run right here. So Travis Martin makes contact with the wall. Lucas Hutzman might have as well. We'll see if that affects Travis here. These Xfinity cars unfortunately have, you know, what everybody calls the deadly 12.5. If you have 12.5 seconds of optional repairs, I mean, your car is it's toast at some of these tracks. Might not play as much of a factor in here at a short track, but you never know. Hayden is right there on Wesley Parker's bumper. Looks like he gets a pretty good entry to one, but like these cars, once you can kind of get a great run and get right up to the rear bumper, but it's completely different to pass. It's been difficult for some of these drivers up front here to pass all night. Back here at the 26, looks like 88. Here Grindel's having his nightly internet issue. This front four really has just set a tone for this race here. These front four have pulled out 3 seconds over 5th place here. That's pretty impressive for these guys here. 30 laps should see drivers start coming to pit road here in the next 10 laps. I think everybody will be in, so pit window kind of opens up here in the next 5 and should be done in the next 10.
If that was me, I'm sorry, Cliff. I didn't get any extra. No, I was fine.
Cliff Mullins, Ian Montrose. These two have had a lovely history. Always having fun. It's almost as good as Cliff and Daniel. We're going to keep our eyes here since we are... Hello, Derek. How are you tonight, man? Hope you've been well. It's been a while since we've seen you in the street stocks. We're going to keep our eyes here on the leaders here. As like I was saying, we should be getting into the pit cycle, so we'll keep an eye and see whenever the leaders make their way down. This Hayden is not letting Wesley breathe at all. He's staying right on his rear bumper. Hayden definitely has a great long run car. These two right here might be the ones, without a mistake, battling for a win here at the end of this. It appears Dave Hoitzman might be... nope. Thought it was telling me he was on pit road. We're gonna ride on board here for a minute with Hayden. Parker and Hayden to pull just a little bit of a gap. They've got about a 3/10 of a second gap from Hayden to Travis. So big factor here is going to be getting on and off pit road. Getting onto pit road's pretty treacherous here. We see a lot of the guys make mistakes, and this can make or break a race right here. They're on lap 36 out of 155. If you're just tuning in, Wesley has led every lap of this race so far. Hayden has not let him get away, as we see. I believe that's Dave Hoytsman down on pit road. Yep. So Dave is going to open up the pit cycle here. Fortunately, he is one lap down. Probably going to be 2 or 3 by the end of the pit cycle here.
Yeah, I got a wall.
Looks like Cliff Mullins might have made contact with the wall. Keeps it going straight. Daniel Llewellyn on pit road as well. And Dave has called it a night. Hate to see that for Dave. Hopefully he can get a good race in the race. Definitely deserves it. Wesley and Hayden fighting hard right there. It allowed Travis Martin and Lucas Hoytsman to close up that gap a little bit. These guys have to be ready to come to pit road here soon. Maybe they've saved a little bit better fuel than I was expecting. It looks like Jake Lawrence is on pit road. Daniel Llewellyn comes out of pit road 2 laps down. So this is definitely not a track where you want a caution to come out while you're on pit road.
I'm pitting here.
I heard Jeremy say he's pitting in, so it's a good, clean entrance to pit road right there. Locked it up right there at the end. Hopefully he didn't get busted for speeding. Looks like these leaders are getting really good fuel mileage. Looks like the pit, you're going to go 2 laps down here. Jake Lawrence comes out of pit road 2 laps down.
Heavy.
Lucas Hoytsman falling off just a little bit out of this front pack right here. Cliff Mullins, Matt Banky hit pit road here. Oh, it's lying to me. Currently Cliff Mullins right now is your last driver on the lead lap. Matt Banky is in 13th. 12th is Ian Montrose. 11th is Jeff Price. 10th is Ethan Evers here. 9th you've got JR Deal. 8th is going to be that 81 machine, Trent Sneed. It's just kind of falling into a rhythm and trying to make it work. That'll be the 70 of Harry Grindell. 88 of Michael Christopher got around him. Mike's trying to maneuver around this 15 here, coming off the pit road with some fresh tires. I heard Ethan say he was coming to pit road. So I guess it was 46 to 48. I guess I heard Trent wrong. So we'll jump back up front here and see what these leaders are going to do. Like I said, these guys definitely don't want to. You don't want to short pit here and then have the caution come out and get stuck 2 laps down, or even more if you have a really bad pit stop. But if you wait too long, these guys, like the 26, if these lead laps, goodness, if these leaders stay out for too much longer, this 26 should be able to make up a little bit of time here just on the raw speed difference. I think they were saying it was somewhere north of 2 to 3 seconds of fall off here over the course of a run. Looks like Jeff Price has made his way down pit road. 70 of Harry Grindell as well. Matt Binky is on pit road. Cliff Mullins is going to stay out this time. He's going to jump up to about top 10 here. Just has to make his way to pit road. Trent Sneed is on pit road as well, and he's going to save it. Trent, I hate I clicked on you. That was unfortunate. Go back up here as the leaders are starting to catch lap traffic. They're right up on the rear bumper of Cliff Mullins here.
Hello.
Wesley Parker going to go to the inside of Cliff. Cliff's going to stay high here. Let Hayden get by him here. You see these guys coming off of pit road. This can get tight in a hurry. At 15, Jeremy Shears.
Getting this fun.
So we hear the one of Ian Montrose coming in this time. 15 to Jeremy Shear here. Like I said, if you pit super early and it works out for you, you can gain a lot of time on a short pit here, but if a caution was to come out, that wouldn't be good. This 15's looking to get one of his 2 laps back. As I hear Mike Chris coming to pit road. Here comes the leader. Hayden's going to follow him in, I believe. He's going to try to. He's going to get it down to pit road.
Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to get through there clean.
Lucas Hoytsman's going to come in next time.
That was scary.
I'm going to switch to a far chase. Not the best camera in the world, but we're going to be able to watch these 2 leaders here get their pit stops and see who gets off pit road first. Ian Montrose gets off of pit road. These guys are going to lose 2 laps here. Currently, Travis Martin is your leader. He is on pit road. The only driver still out on track right now is Cliff Mullins. Go back, we'll check as, yep, Wesley Parker got out front of Hayden. Hayden's not giving him an inch. He's pushing him to get off pit road here. We'll go back to a good camera now. Cliff Mullins is on pit road, I believe, with Travis and Lucas. Coming to pit road, that will end this first cycle of pit stops. Once everything refreshes out, your leader should be this 22 machine of Wesley Parker. Currently your top 3 is Wesley Parker, Hayden Lowell, Harry Grindell, Jeremy Shear, and Ethan Evers. You see how much time the 15 made up. I believe he was just inside or just outside of the top 10. I cannot remember. But he's all the way up to 4th. Lucas Hoytsma staying out cost him a lot of time. He is currently 5 seconds back of first and second here. Harry Grindell with a big jump as well. I believe he was around 8th place. Some good gains for that 70 machine right there, along with the 15 and 26. Lucas Hoytsma is right here in this pack with the 63 of Travis Martin. These 2 are going to be slicing the dice on their way back up front. On board here at the 97 of Lucas Hoytsma. Watch him for a lap or 2, see what he's doing, see if he's pushing super hard here as they're making up pretty good time here on this 70 machine. Ooh, Travis with a little bit of a wall tap right there. Hopefully Travis was able to cut his fast repair off in time before he hit pit road. If not, that could be damage he's stuck with for the rest of the race, as we do have about just under 100 laps to go here. I do not have stage numbers for what these guys were fighting for. Let's see if I can get that. Should be around lap 77 or 78.
One more time, you did it right.
Not giving them a whole lot of room, but just enough.
It did happen, I would be able to do that.
A little bit of that Ross Chastain mindset. Gave you just enough room for your car.
That's not you, that could be anybody.
Side by side, Luke Sochman gonna get a good drive on corner exit. Gonna get a little bit tight here. Stay side by side. Should clear him down into turn number 1 right here. Gonna lose a little bit of time to the Ghost Man. If he does get him clear, we'll go back up front. I cannot believe it. Watching back there, with Lucas. Hayden has made a pass for the lead here over the 22 of Wesley Parker. See what Hayden learns. See if he's able to stay out front. Or if Wesley Parker will get back around him. Wesley's not just going to lay there and ride around in second. So we'll see if that 22 machine's as good as he is with a little bit of traffic as he was out front. Hayden Lowell coming up on traffic here. Daniel Llewellyn, he's probably going to stay out of the way for these two leaders here, but that still might help Wesley Parker get around Hayden if he doesn't know where Daniel's going to go. Stay up against the wall as the leaders will catch him going into turn number 3. Goes up high for the corner, lets both leaders by here. Might have cost Wesley just a little bit of time there. Hayden's super aggressive, hit by the 23 machine. Knows he needs to build a gap over that 22 machine. Travis Martin and Lucas Hoitsma are about 4 seconds back from this battle right here. 5th place Harry Grindell. He's already lost 3 seconds to Lucas. Jeremy Shear's already fallen back to 10th place. Ethan Evers in 8th. Trenton Sneed 9th. Michael Edwards and Mike Chris doing a pretty good job right here. There's Hayden's running the bottom. Wesley's peeking to the outside, seeing if he can find anything to get around him. Ooh! On the nose of this 22 machine. It looks like he got to his outside right there on the back straightaway. Hayden was able to dive it in deep. Wesley's going to dive it to the inside. Going to see what he can do here. Hayden kind of pinching him down. Wesley Parker falls back into 2nd place. These two right here, I'd say, are pretty evenly matched. These guys are, like I was saying at the top, these are 2 of the big top dogs here in this Xfinity series. Wesley Parker, Hayden Lowell, and Lucas. I mean, these guys have just been running the show. End of 78 for stage. Thank you, Scott. I figured they rounded it up to 78. But I appreciate the information. So these guys are right here. guys right here are fighting for stage points. So they should have plenty enough fuel to get around to the end of lap 78. Looks like Hayden has pulled a comfortable gap here. About 0.3 of a second here. Go back here and check how this battle for third's doing. Lucas Hoitzma is getting up on the rear bumper of that 63 machine. Might have just a little bit better long run. Travis stretches it out just a little bit on the corner exit there. Lucas gets kind of tight on corner exit there. Could have a battle brewing here between this 14 machine and this 70 machine of Harry Grindell. 14 and Michael Edwards goes to the inside, gonna get a good run down into turn 3. There it's a little bit tight through the center of the corner. Michael gets a little tight, saw some smoke there. Jeremy Shear back on pit road. So they are still side by side. The gap for the lead, still a half a second, not missing there. Mike Chris, surprised there wasn't a little bit of a pinch there from these guys. These guys are always racing hard together. So they're still side by side. But with Jeremy Shear coming back, oh, Harry Grindell might have made some contact with the wall right there. Right here. The gap has grown just a little bit between Hayden and Wesley. Hayden's kind of stretched it out to almost a second lead over Wesley Parker here. Hayden was able to get around Wesley there before their tires got too hot, and then just trying to fight around him might have burnt Wesley Parker's stuff up here. So we'll see if on this next pit cycle here, Wesley decides to short pit Hayden by a lap to try and gain some time, and how everything's going to work out here. Look who we are coming to start. Lap 78 here. This is the lap for the stage here. It is a rolling stage. There won't be any cautions, which I believe is how it should be done. So off turn number 4 here, Hayden will win stage 1, followed by Wesley Parker, Travis Martin, Lucas Hoitzma, Michael Edwards, and Harry Grindell here fighting for 5th place. We'll see who gets it at the line. Harry's going to get 5th place points for the stage here at the line. Michael Edwards is going to get 6th. 7th is going to be Mike Chris. Then it will be the 26th of Ethan Evers. Trenton Sneed with 9th place stage points. And getting 10th place points will be that 9 machine at JR Deal. So we head back up front to Hayden. He's got a 2nd lead over Wesley. And it's about 3 seconds back to Travis Martin. Drivers right here putting on one heck of a show. '37 machine almost making contact with that wall right there. It's not a battle for position right here. Currently Cliff is 1 lap down in 13th, and the 26 is in 8th place. Just trying to find us something fun to watch here. 37 machines usually always interesting. Michael Edwards is giving up a little bit of time here to Harry.
Thanks, Matt.
And Vinky lets that 81 machine by. Doesn't hold him up. Trenton Steen now he's going to try and make his way up to that 26 machine of Ethan Evers. Cliff Mullins has just gotten around. Cliff Mullins might have made contact right there with that wall. We'll see if these two drivers fighting right here, if Trenton can catch him. Up here, 2nd place. Wesley Parker falling back to 2 seconds off of Hayden Lowell here. Might be thinking here, they need to go, for them to be able to make it based on where they ran. They were almost at that 50 lap mark. I don't know if they can make it. I think it's still a 2-stop racing, so it just depends on how you want to plan it. Might have been some issues there between this 15 and the 22. Wesley has fallen back almost into the clutches of that 63 machine. See if he's able to do anything. As Michael Edwards is on pit road. That's going to start the pit cycle here for these leaders.
One pitting this time.
Jeremy, go bottom.
Hayden telling Jeremy to go to the inside. It's going to be one of his 2 laps back, or one of 3 laps back. So that should put him 2 laps down. Daniel Llewellyn on pit road. Jake Lawrence also on pit road. See who else decides to come to pit road this time.
Ben.
26 coming in this time.
35 pitting, 35 pitting.
Matt Banky coming in as well. We'll see how this 26 fares on getting down to pit road. Got a little loose. A bit of a lockup, but otherwise a pretty good entry right there. Saw Hayden right there at the start-finish line on that camera. 65 laps to go. These guys are right around 50 from what we saw in that first run, so I think it's going to be a 2-stop. I don't think these drivers are going to be able to save that much fuel unless somebody can go 15 laps here, which I think will be pretty interesting to see. I think everybody's right around that limit for fuel. After pit stops, Michael Edwards 3 laps down in 13th. After fighting for 5th place with Harry Grandel before his pit stop. Might have had a mistake. So 67 is coming up on the 9 of JR Deal. And the 37 of Cliff Mullins. believe that's Matt Banky coming off of pit road. He'll stay low. It's not a fun sight to see knowing that's the leader. That's for sure. Currently JR Deal is the last driver on the lead lap here, running in 8th place. Hayden trying to find a way around him here. JR Deal now moves to the first car, 1 lap down. Next up, Trent Sneed just ahead of him. Gaggle of cars right here. Looks like it'll be fun to watch for a minute as Matt Banky goes to the inside of the 67. Almost makes contact with him.
Hello, Matt.
Got 60 laps to go here. Trenton lets Matt by on the inside. Here comes Hayden Lowell. Teammates right here. This should be fairly civil. Keep her on here. Trenton might have grazed the wall right there getting into 3. Keep an eye on our leader here as he navigates his way through traffic. Gonna get a good run on corner exit. Gonna go to the inside of Trenton, side by side down into turn number 1. Trenton not gonna hold much of a fight there, just gonna let him by.
81 car coming in.
So you hear Trenton key up, he's coming to pit road.
So for the love of God, go high.
Well, let's see if he gets on pit road good this time. Makes a clean entry to pit road. Congratulations, Trenton. Jump back up front here. Trenton Sneed. Wesley Parker has made his pit stop as well as Travis Martin. We were watching Hayden get through that traffic there and didn't see it, but Wesley Parker off of pit road. Travis Martin right there on his rear bumper here. He could fall to 3rd here, but these guys are going to make up a ton of time on Hayden here. As he goes around Daniel Lawal, and Daniel fighting back. Must have fresh tires here.
67 pitting in, 67 pitting in.
Your leader, Hayden Lowell's going to come in this time. See how he gets onto pit road, and then we'll jump up to our current leader. Now that he's on pit road, Lucas Hoitzma has taken over the race lead for the first time today. Crazy to say that with only 56 laps to go here, 55 now. So I believe the only drivers left to pit here are Lucas, Michael Christopher, and JR Deal. Everybody else has been on pit road. Harry there going to the outside of Lucas. Gundel so fast on those tires, already past the 9 of JR Deals. JR makes slight contact with the wall. Might have been from avoiding Harry there, but Harry gets every ounce that he can out of those tires, every ounce of speed from the second he gets new ones. Lucas Hoitzman now 2nd place, Michael Christopher.
Real hard, Lucas, on 151.
Pretty good gap there. 18-second gap from first to second here. As JR Deal now goes 1 lap down as he's coming to pit road.
10 laps.
I think Lucas is trying to save. He is trying to save to make this on one more stop here. Everybody else that's come to pit road will, more than likely, unless they've spent all of this run so far saving fuel, will probably have to come back in. Lucas is trying to make it work here. We'll see how that plays out for him. He's not led till now, so I mean, it's worth a shot. gets down to pit road. Currently that will move Wesley Parker back into the lead after everything cycles out.
Sorry, Matt.
You're good. I saw you coming.
Hayden Lowell is going to be driving like a madman to try and dig up this time. See Cliff Mullins there on the bottom getting onto pit road. Second place there, the 63, Travis Martin, the ghost man, not far behind him. Still currently showing Lucas as the leader, but it should cycle over to Wesley here soon. There it is. Wesley Parker has taken the lead. It's about a 1 second gap from Wesley back to Travis Martin. And then there's a 5 second gap from Travis, or 6 second gap from Travis to Hayden. That's going to be a lot of ground for Hayden to make up. That short pit there is working really well here for Wesley Parker with just 50 laps to go here. Everything cycles back out. We might just do a little bit of a crank it up. I was hoping for a caution to get to do this, but looks like these gentlemen want to go. Oh, Michael Edwards hard into the wall there. That might be that 12-5 damage right there. 63 Travis Martin.
This car fucking sucks.
As I do apologize for the language there. Any younger viewers listening, but
That GTG gaming racing or whatever.
as everything cycles back out, I think I'm gonna mute my mic here. I'm gonna do a little bit of a crank it up, and yeah, enjoy the sounds of these beautiful race cars.
I'm going to miss it. Pitting, 35 pitting.
We'll come back from that crank it up right there as Travis Martin gets around the 22 machine of Wesley Parker, and he's going to take over the lead here with 43 laps to go. You know, Adam, we did this very, very quickly, and I did not have time to get Clucky set up. Trust me, it pains me to not have Clucky either. I apologize for the long-time viewers. Clucky will be there for Thursday night's Crank It Ups. Like I said, Ghostman Travis Martin here out to about a 0.3 of a second gap over Wesley Parker. Hayden Lowell has only cut into about a 0.5 second of that gap that he had. Lucas Hoitzma 12 seconds off of the leader. So these guys are going to need a caution here. Or they're going to need for the 63 and the 22 to not be able to make it on fuel here, which I don't believe they should. But what do I know? Nothing if you ask my teammates. Travis Martin gets a good run right there. Cliff Mullins eyeing up this 22 machine right here, see if he can get by him. On fresh tires here. If he can get by this 22 machine, this might be good for the 63. And we might have just seen the 22 let the 63 machine by, so he can kind of save just a little bit of fuel. Might not be the difference between him making it, but he might be making on a caution for someone running out, you know, maybe going into 4, or somebody running out of fuel on the front stretch and getting a late race caution here. So we'll see how this works out as Michael Edwards back on pit road. Currently your top 5 at the moment is Harry Grindell, Lucas Hoytsma, Hayden Lowell, Wesley Parker, and Travis Martin leading with 38 laps to go here. 6th place is Ethan Evers, first driver, 1 lap down. 7th is Michael Christopher. 8th is going to be Trenton Sneed. 9th is J.R. Deal. And rounding out the top 10 is Daniel LeBlanc.
Cliff, not you.
It's a pretty great run right there for Daniel. Cliff goes to the inside of the 1 machine there to try and stay in this fight.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Cliff is currently in 12th place, 3 laps down.
Cliff, if you're faster, I'll literally let you go.
You heard Wesley say if Cliff's faster, he'll let him go.
I'm good.
Well,
Cliff's just excited to see
go on
the
by.
leaders.
You're okay.
I do think that's what Wesley's trying to do here. I do think he's trying to save
Go, go, go,
for
go,
something
go, go, go.
in just something bad happening here. He lets Cliff by. Yeah, I think that's exactly what
Into
he's doing.
3.
Yeah, boy.
Travis is also letting him by, so they're both thinking the same thing. 63 is not going to let that
I'm gonna push you a
22
little
drop
bit.
off and save to the point where he can make it.
Where do you want me looking?
I'll go bottom.
Lucas goes to the inside of the 81 of Trenton Sneed.
Yep.
That is not for position. That
Man,
is
that is the only time I'm going to look like I know what the hell I'm doing at Dover.
Cliff, you look like you did a great job, man. I'm proud of you. Lucas Hoytsma now 7 seconds back, has cut into that. He had a 12-second deficit, so he's cut 4 seconds out of it. And Hayden has cut
Ah, for you.
almost 5 seconds out of his, or almost 4 seconds, sorry. He's dropped back to
Gears down the back.
3
end,
seconds.
Thank you, sir.
We'll jump back up front to your
Yep.
leader, see how they're doing. I wish I had lap times here that I could give you to where you could see how far they've dropped off just to try and save fuel. But I think we'll see most of these guys on pit road. Lucas hasn't been saving fuel, so it's hard to say if he's going to be able to make it to the end either. But I think Lucas is the first one that I would say is within reasonable distance of making it to the end here. Well, you know, I said I was
Excuse me,
going to do
Lucas.
it, and I'm a man of my word.
26 spin.
Trent Sneed, you got a copy?
Unfortunately.
Well, I know it's not been a great race. Currently in 8th spot, not doing terrible.
Thank you, sir.
But how's the car?
Do what?
Oh, as you hit the wall, sorry. Are y'all, what's y'all's fuel numbers?
Not making it.
Okay. Is there any chance with Lucas pitting with?
He's the closest.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too. But he's made up a lot of time on these leaders here. He's cut a 6 second. As Wesley Parker and Hayden Lowell are on pit road together. I guess these two drivers have committed to making that extra stop here. Rowdy, come on. Hop on in here with me, buddy. I've been alone, that's why I had to pull Trenton here. Trenton's currently going down the back stretch. It's not been a horrible night for you, brother. It's not been a great night, but not a horrible night.
It's definitely been one of the most races of all time.
Alright, I can tell you're irritated. I'll let you go, buddy.
I've been irritated the whole night.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. Good luck to you on the finish here, brother.
Thanks.
That was Trenton Sneed. Scott, in-race interview with Cliff. You know,
Oh God, no.
I don't know about that one. I don't think that's a good idea at all. Oh, I pulled me, not. Oh, that's funny.
No, he dropped you down here.
Which one did you throw me in?
I accidentally put me and you back in C2X. Oh man, as I get back up here to the booth where I belong and out of team chat, Rowdy joins me. Welcome to the party, buddy. Want me to stream it on my thing so you can watch it?
Sure.
So I get a stream opened up here for it. Hopefully this won't break my computer. Actually, for the safety of the stream, I can't.
Okay, no worries. No worries.
Thank you.
We'll jump back up here.
You're welcome, sir.
Travis Martin did pit. Lucas Hoisma, currently your leader. He is on the strategy of trying to stretch it. He is the closest out of everyone. The first driver for sure that can make it is going to be Wesley Parker, currently in 4th place, 1 lap down, running behind Trent Sneed. Hayden Bull right there behind him. Oh, never mind. It must have been a horrible stop for Hayden. He is a ways back off of that 22 machine.
That's very unusual for Hayden. Hayden's usually pretty good about his pit stops.
Harry right on the rear bumper of that 22 machine. Harry don't care. He's going for it. He don't care he's 2 laps down. This is the best part about Harry. We'll jump back up to the leader right now. Currently the only driver on the lead lap is Lucas.
Which is a scary thought.
Yeah, it really is, because with how dominant Lucas has been in some of these races this season, and just in general in Sidewinder, that's going to have him a lot of time that he can just kind of relax here and save some fuel. I think if he's
Yeah,
going to do it. Sorry, go
Pretty
ahead.
much everybody else is racing for a lucky dog at this point.
And they've got to get a caution. This has been a caution, wait, other than the very first lap, I believe.
I'm sorry,
And
Trav.
it was from 6 miles of netcode.
I may have drifted up there. All good.
Hey,
Side by side.
after ARCA last night, I mean,
One pinning next to someone.
at Talladega, granted, it's Talladega, it's a fairly easy track to drive, but you know how people like to drive over their heads at Talladega,
Everybody
And
thinks they're the next Dale Earnhardt.
and it's the ARCA cars, which you can't bump people in. And they had a caution-free race last night.
I wish I had had a caution. I didn't have great luck in that. But Hayden does clear the 67. They were side by side there for a minute. Ian Montrose back on the pit road here. Trent Sneed on pit road, currently in 8th place now. He's going to probably lose another lap or two. Might fall just outside of the top 10.
And one thing I know you can attest to from all your times calling SRL races, and I know one thing DG would agree with if he was here, generally as the
Generally is what you cut out there, buddy. As he gathers his thoughts. Might have lied him out. I guess it's lagged him out, so it's back to just me up here in the booth. Lucas Hoitzman currently with the lead. Wesley Parker has driven around him to get his lap back. Currently 24 seconds behind Lucas here. And caution comes out. Ian Montrose will bring out the first caution since I think he got spun by netcode trying to get too much on pit exit. There's going to be some unhappy drivers with that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're all
Headache.
good, brother.
On here. But as I was saying, generally as the season goes on,
Backing up
the
two.
drivers get better. So you don't have as many cautions turns.
Sorry, guys.
Of course, as I say that, there's a caution out.
Yeah, Ian spun. Trying to get
And
too
for
much
the
off
record,
of
I
pit
couldn't
road.
make
Go
it.
back and take one last look at that for everybody here. Unfortunate here, just getting off of pit road. You can see the car get upset. See if I can get you a better view of it.
Oh yeah, you got loose.
You can see it bounce across the bumps on the exit of pit road there and just couldn't get control, and then it snapped up
Bring
onto
up
the
two.
racetrack. Nice avoidance right there by the 22 machine. He had almost nowhere to go. We'll take a onboard ride with this.
Several cars went flying by.
Backing up two.
And Lucas as well. Lucas,
Backing up two.
Lucas is looking first. I thought it was. Ghostman's was. Goodness.
Backing up
Him
two.
and Hayden here barely make it by. Nice job
Ooh.
by everybody not making that a multi-car incident. So we'll skip ahead here. Lucas Weitzman is on pit
Yeah, but if
road.
we get a quick caution, Travis is coming in his tires.
See how many cars take the wave around after that caution.
So
Reel the shit out of him.
Travis Martin, it's showing him on the lead lap, but I don't think anybody stayed out that won't be getting the wave here, so. So we have 16 laps to go here. This is the second caution of the night. First caution of the night came back in the early stages of the race, one of the first handful of laps where we had a mile of net code that turned around. I believe it was Ian Montrose as well. I could have the cars wrong, but there's a 4 or 5 car pile up in the first handful of laps, and then we went green for the next, I want to say, 140 laps, somewhere in there. So this has been a fairly great race here for these drivers. This late race caution is going to bunch everything up. It's going to give a few drivers that pit road wasn't very kind to a chance, and it's going to irritate a few drivers that thought they had this in the bag, and you know, it was just a matter of letting everything play out. But that is the wonderful part about racing, is it keeps you on your toes and nobody's guaranteed anything.
This is the first race of the round of 8. Looking at our playoff drivers, Hayden, who's currently the leader in points, is third. He's in the pits at the moment.
We'll go ahead and pull that up on screen while you talk about that.
Lucas is currently leading the field in second in points. Wesley Parker is second, but he's third overall in points. And then we have a 5-way tie: Grindell, Mike Chris, Michael Edwards, Travis Martin, and Trenton Sneed. And looking at the standings, Michael Edwards is a couple laps down. Trenton Sneed is 1 lap down. Ethan Evers, who got bounced last week, is currently running top 10. Harry Grindell is currently 6th. Mike Chris is currently 5th. Travis Martin is 4th.
I told Travis.
Yeah, I think this finish right here with how
It's your
everything's
call.
playing out,
I'll go near it.
I think it's going to be
won't
interesting
be
to
like
see
right
with
at the
these
finish,
drivers here. This is definitely going to be a dogfight here between Hayden, Lucas, and Wesley, but Hayden's got the 37 and the 35 in between them. And then Travis Martin's going to be right there on his rear bumpers. I'll get these points off the screen for everybody so they can actually see.
Who knows it? Who knows if there's another caution or not?
Yeah, with all of these drivers single file like this, I think we very well could see some more cautions brew, but pace car is in. These drivers have the liberty to go whenever. Lucas is going to get a great jump here. He's going to clear the 22 by about 3 or 4 car lengths.
Points are still up.
I believe I've cut them off. They might be now.
Yep, there we go.
Okay. A little bit of a delay. I'll make sure you look into that again.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah,
Oh.
pretty much all of the playoff drivers, with the exception of Michael Edwards, are within a lap. So if another caution comes out, it's going to get interesting.
Okay, so right now, drivers on fresh tires is the 97, the 22, and the 67 of Hayden Wallier. Travis Martin stayed out to get the wave around, so he is on his old tires that he got. But I don't believe he had ran too
Cliff,
far
I
since he
appreciate that.
last
Thank you.
pit, so it might not be the worst case scenario.
Go
He
get
should
that
still
win.
have some speed to be able to hold on to that top 5.
Oh, no, that's not
He's
happening.
going for that
That's
cautions
stupid.
break cautions, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to play into the hand of a couple of these drivers. And I think Lucas and Wesley just want to see this thing go green right here.
Top 3 is certainly a dogfight. Also the top 3 in points.
It's been all season. These 3 drivers right here have been, I don't want to say the class of the field, but I mean, they've been tough to beat week in and week out.
And I mean, historically from SRL, these are 3 of the top drivers in SRL. Maybe not all 1, 2, 3, but they're 3 of the top drivers in SRL.
Absolutely. Lucas Hoisma is the winningest driver in SRL. Hayden has the best percentage win. And all I've heard about Wesley since I've started racing with you guys again is how good he is. And he has proven it time after time. We are on 9 laps to go right here.
Yeah, I believe the number 2 winningest driver in SRL is Blake Giglio, who is not in the race tonight, but he's another one that's up there, right behind Lucas.
Lucas and the whole low drag group down there, they've got a lot of fast drivers and just a lot of knowledge to pass around as well. So 8 laps to go down into 3. Lucas does still have about a 0.3 of a second lead over Wesley Parker, about 0.6 back to Hayden, and then there's about a 3-second gap back to Travis. As Trenton is questioning what in the world these drivers are doing back here. Take a quick look as 35 and the 1 make contact. Trenton riding right behind these guys. I know he's sitting in that car screaming, figure it out, I gotta go.
Do it already.
Question is, do we get another caution for the green-white checkered? For the white
If we do,
flag.
it's gonna be right here in this group of cars here. The 35, the 81, and the 1 machine. As Trenton goes to the inside of the 35. Matt Banky is gonna clear him, gonna fight up here with this 26. We'll jump back up front. We'll check out on the leaders here. Hayden has caught the rear bumper of the 22 machine. Gonna see what he can do to get around him. Lucas has a comfortable half-second lead over this, and he's loving the fact that Hayden's caught him, because he knows if they get side by side, that's just gonna increase that gap a lot for him.
And a finish, where you finish tonight is very important, because next week is Talladega, and we all know Talladega, anything can happen. Anybody can win.
Anybody can win, and even drivers that are good working together, if they get split up, it's nothing.
Exactly. And that might be a saving grace for a driver like Michael Edwards, who's currently 2 laps down. He's going to get the short end of the stick tonight, unless something really crazy happens. But it's Talladega next week. I think it could happen.
Absolutely. As Hayden is trying everything that he can to get around the 22 machine. Lucas has increased his lead by about a 1/10. It's out right around a 0.6 of a second. Jump up front with him as we take 2 laps to go. Popsicle sticks this time. You know, Lucas didn't lead a lap until there was 50-some to go here, but we'll see how this plays out for him. This might be the winning strategy.
Oh, shit. Yeah, my bad.
Not where you start, it's where you finish.
I heard some commotion back here in the back. Lucas Hoitzma off of turn number 4 to take the white flag. White flag in the air. This race is official. No matter what happens next, it's over.
Who's going to punch their ticket to the next round, to the championship?
Down the back stretch, Lucas Hoitzma with an incredible 1 second lead. Down through 3 and 4, he could almost coast from here. And it's going to be Lucas Hoitzma off of turn number 4.
Good win, Lucas.
He's going to seal his spot into the final
Thanks, man.
4
Great
here.
job.
Second place will be
Thanks,
Wesley
guys.
Parker.
Great win, Lucas.
And then third will be Hayden Lowell. Fourth is Travis Martin. And rounding
Thanks,
out the
Travis.
top 5, a
Thanks.
great run for Harry.
Love you.
Sixth place is Michael Christopher. Seventh is Trenton Sneed. First driver 1 lap down. Eighth is going to be Ethan Evers. Ninth is J.R. Deal. Rounding out the top 10, Cliff Mullins, the man that was only dogging on himself and this track. Takes home a top 10.
And make sure you tune into the latest episode of Spitting Venom.
Well, that one might not be
I was
appropriate for
talking
everyone.
stuff about my now, psychological things.
Lucas Heitzman does some burnouts here.
I was driving my brains out to stay ahead of you, dude.
Got Lucas.
So the top 7 are all playoff drivers. Only one of the remaining playoff drivers not in the top 10 was Michael Edwards, who finished, looks to be 12th.
Alright.
Alright, looks like we got Lucas in the waiting room, ready to be pulled in, our winner.
Let's give it a second here, see if anybody else joins up in here. I might
See
pull
if-
them. We'll start from third.
Yeah,
We'll
see
take
if
Hayden.
Wesley or Hayden.
Hayden, you got a copy?
Oh, hi, Andrew.
Hi, how are you? Congratulations on the third place finish there.
Thank you very much.
As I try to get everything set up for your car here.
So,
It's not.
what do
it's
you,
not
what do you
that
think
good
about
looking.
your race there, Hayden?
Feel like we had a pretty good race. I think we were probably the best car on a long run, and pit strategy didn't quite work out. I pit 1 or 2 laps before I needed to make it to the end, and that would have kept me up there with guys like Lucas, and I would have been on even playing field with him for that green-white checker, not green-white checker, but that dash to the end, and tried to stretch it on the fuel, which is why I wasn't up there with him. But kind of a weird. I pit too late to be up there with Wesley, but too soon to be up there with Lucas, and I was in a kind of a middle ground and couldn't quite recover from it, and still won the stage and brought it home with a P3 finish. So that should put me in a good points position going into, I believe, Talladega tomorrow or next week. Sorry.
Yes, Talladega next week, where anything can happen.
I need all the points I can get. I'm not a plate racer, and I just hope this gives me a big enough buffer to where I can have a solid day. I don't need to go up there and risk anything, and we can just cruise right on into the championship race.
Gonna be a tough battle for sure.
Well, man, you
got
got
any-
Sorry,
You
go
got
ahead.
any sponsors that you want to shout out?
Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, Madigan Motorsports, and Ford, as always. Thank you, Andrew, for doing the broadcast on Swiss's behalf tonight. Thank you to Travis for putting on the league, and thank you to Spit and Venom for sponsoring the ARCA series, and thank you to McKenna for opening the game room door mid-race because it was getting effing hot in here.
I know how that goes.
GPUs, man. GPUs.
Alright,
Gotta
buddy.
love them.
Well, congratulations on the third place finish right here.
Thank you
Good
very
luck
much.
next week at Talladega.
I'm gonna need it.
That was your third place finisher. Hayden Lowell. We get everything switched over here. Well, that's a great picture there for Wesley. We'll get a good picture. That's about the best that I can do for you there, Wesley. I don't have all the great stuff that DG has. Wesley, you got a copy?
Hello?
Hello!
Hello.
I think you earned that pizza. I might have to order it for you.
I mean, hey, I'll be okay with that.
Absolutely. Well, your strategy looked like it could have been solid there for you, and then you had that late race caution. Kind of talk us through your night and then your game plan after that caution came out.
Really, the whole game plan was to split it if it went green and take 2 tires, which I did to get that little advantage. And yeah, we had that caution where Ian, he he just lost it coming up hits, and I about T-bowed him.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a
Yeah.
close. That was close right there.
Do you think that late caution helped or hurt your chances of winning the race?
I think either way, I would finish second. Really, it'd been really, really tight, like right at the end with them 2 tires. But like, Dirty Air is so dominant at that track, and like, I knew Hayden. I don't know. I raced with Lucas really much, but like, if you put that Dirty Air on somebody, they're cranking the wheel. So I mean, I was doing the same thing too when I was behind somebody. So overall, it was fun. I mean, I'd rather take second. If I can get more second place finishes than wins, I'm okay with that. So that's more points.
Certainly not a bad finish considering next week's Talladega, and anything can happen there.
I love it. I love me some super speedway racing. That's my field right there.
Man, I might have to get with you this week there because that's my field, and it's not been good to me here lately. But dadgummit, I still love it.
I will push the crap out of somebody in that third lane, and I will get you to the front guaranteed.
Oh man, don't tell me that. I like the sound of that. Trenton don't like it when I get too crazy and I try and get that third lane going.
Man, I'm not trying to sound like very like cocky about it, but like I feel like I am a very, very good pusher. Like I've seen like other people do it, and then like me, I feel like I can push somebody and like I don't have a problem with it. But sometimes people like, I think they get too hot quick or something. I don't know if they can manage it, but yeah. I'll get you up there.
That's the only bad thing, man. Is you said you're a good pusher. That's supposed to be my job. But
we'll just have to find out next week.
Absolutely, man. It sounds good. Well, congratulations on the second place finish, man. Anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out, congrats Lucas for winning. He did a good job. His strategy could have worked if we didn't have the caution. But, hello to Autumn as always. We'll see her tomorrow. And, I hope DG is doing well and stuff, whatever he's doing. So, hope he's doing all right. And, I'll hopefully talk to y'all next week, maybe. Who knows?
Never know.
Very true. All right. Well, congratulations again.
All right. See ya.
Good luck next week at Talladega.
I'm playing the music right now.
That was your second place finisher here tonight. 22 of Wesley Parker. Now let's get up here to the man of the hour.
The man, the myth, the legend, Lucas Hoytsma.
Get all this set up here. Lucas, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Oh man, fuel strategy is gonna work too. I like you say that. That was a hell of a race all the way through.
I agree, man. It was a lot of fun. You didn't lead a lap until there was 50 to go. But dadgummit, guess what? You led the only one that matters.
Absolutely.
It's all fun. Go ahead, sorry.
Lucas knows it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
Oh well, yeah. I think I finished well on the stage too, so it was a really good night.
I think you were top 5 for the stage as well.
Yeah.
So that was a really good day there. We'll have to keep an eye out for the points.
What was your strategy to get to win the race there, Lucas?
Well, before that last caution came out, I was just lifting early, entering the corner, and then waiting on the throttle, and it was giving me about 2 laps extra over just running all out and as fast as I can. And I was like, screw it, that's going to put me right on the money to make it to the end of the race on 2 stops instead of 3. And especially at Dover, with a 35-mile-an-hour pit speed, you can almost get 2 laps on somebody on a pit stop. So I was like, I got to go for this. And either way, I think it's going to work out. If a caution comes out like it did, puts me up front, all I got to do is beat them. And their dirty air was so bad that they didn't even have a shot. Even if they were faster than me, on a full run or something like that. It was only 20 laps, had dirty air on my side, and all I had to do was not make a mistake, and I brought it home. And now I don't got to worry about next week at Dega. That was really scaring me. If I had to go in there without a win.
Yeah, Dega's not a fun track that you want to really make your way into without that win in the books.
Yeah,
But-
you know anybody can win that race, and you know all it takes is one mistake, and your race is over at Dega.
Lucas, I do have to say it is nice to hear from you as a broadcaster on Sunday, but I can only imagine that locking yourself in to the Final Four for a fight at the championship is a little bit sweeter on a Tuesday afternoon.
Absolutely. In about 30 minutes, going to head over to the Modifieds booth and do it all over again. And we're going to hope to see a good race over there, too. But absolutely, I feel really good to get the win here tonight. And I bet it was an exciting race to watch there toward the end. It was probably kind of a snoozer there. I know I was kind of falling asleep sitting there saving fuel.
Man, I was just trying to get back into the rhythm of broadcasting, and half these people are probably madder than fire at me because I pretty much stayed, other than a short little crank it up, I kind of stayed on TV too for a long time and tried to kind of mess around, but yeah, you could definitely tell that the rust was there, man. But overall, congratulations on the win. You got anybody you want to shout out?
Definitely. Want to shout out M9 Performance, Low Drag Esports, CTC Racing. Labor 12 obviously got him on the hood, and Randy was going to stream the Stars Tour race for me tonight, but that ended up not happening in North Wilkesboro. So, but thanks to him anyway. Thanks to you guys for doing the broadcast and stepping in for Swiss, and I think you guys did a great job. I mean, I just saw the video part of it throughout the race, but it looked pretty good. And yeah, I think that's about it.
All right, Rowdy, you got anything you want to add?
No, only thing I might say is, Lucas, where does this rank in terms of your wins for the season?
I feel really good. I mean, Darlington was cool, the last lap pass, and last week at Kansas, right? Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway,
last week
yeah,
was Phoenix.
Phoenix. Okay. Oh, my first one was Kansas. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah. No, it feels good to get it's my third win in a row, so that definitely adds to it. But it's always cool to get a win at Dover, and definitely look forward to maybe getting one at Dega next week and the championship as well.
Respectfully, I'm gonna try to put an end to this streak. But you know that we'll be working good together, Low Dragon C2X, man. But congratulations, buddy. Go have fun over there in the mods.
Good luck
All
next
right, man.
week.
Huh?
Say good luck next week at Talladega.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Yep. That was your winner tonight. The 97 of Lucas Hoitzma, doing what he does best, winning races. But go ahead.
Have to get with Swiss to ask him what number win that is on his resume in SRL.
Oh goodness. Too many. Needs to take a season off, respectfully. Let some other people win for a change. Oh man, but Rowdy, thank you for jumping up here in the booth. Those last handful of laps there, I appreciate it. I enjoy the company.
Oh yeah. Had to come check out our old broadcasting buddy.
Absolutely.
Saw you were lonely up here, so I figured I'd hop in. Not used to you being in the broadcast booth anymore.
Nah, man, I miss it. It was a lot of fun. I just had other things that got burned out, man. But I'm glad to be back, and might be taking over for Trenton a few more times here in the future with him wanting to go do stuff now that I know what I'm doing. But we'll see.
All right. Next week is Talladega. Always a fun race. The last race before the championship. Hopefully DG will be back, and hopefully you'll be able to hop on the track.
Yeah.
You feeling confident about Dega next week?
I'm always confident about Dega. I'm not confident, and this is going to sound really disrespectful, but I don't mean it mean. I'm not confident a lot in the people that I run around. Like, you can get around a group of guys that's really fun, and Talladega is impressive. But, you know, all it takes... Perfect example, last night in the Arco series, I made a mistake on the first pit stop, and there was no recovering from it because everybody was doing such a good job, and there was not a caution the whole race. Like you said, that ARCA race going green in a car that you can't bump is impressive. So, You can have good races, you can have bad races. I like Talladega. Talladega just doesn't like me.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's like your race can be ruined from a wreck, but it can also be ruined by a bad pit strategy if the race goes green.
Yep. But I think that's going to do it from us here at Wild Horse Broadcasting Network. Trenton, I don't know if you'll be here at this point, but I want you to know that we never drop below 4,000, and we have 0 skipped frames. So he'll be excited to hear that. And that's going to do it for me up here in the booth. Thank you again for joining me, Rowdy.
Absolutely.
Well, y'all have a good one.
See you all next week at Talladega.